Hello, this is Dr. J here with a new Let's Play. As you can see here on my Xbox 360 screen, I'm about to play Armored Core 5. This is going to be a blind playthrough, actually. So I'll go ahead and talk a little bit about why I'm playing this game, a little bit of background. If you don't care, obviously just skip ahead in the video, get straight to the action, except the only thing that is important to note, as I said, this is a blind run. I've never played this game before. Armored Core games have a reputation for being very difficult, so this isn't going to be a power run. If you came to this video looking for that, then you might as well just move on, because it's not going to be that. It's a blind play. There's probably going to be a lot of failures. But if you're here to be entertained by a lot of failures at playing a difficult game blind, well then welcome. So why am I playing Armored Core 5 blind? Well, because I only recently became aware of the fact that Armored Core 6 is coming out on the PlayStation 5 in August. And I haven't played much of the Armored Core series at all. Really just one game years and years ago on either my PlayStation Portable or PlayStation Vita, I forget. And that experience wasn't great because the controls were very awkward. The early Armored Core games had very awkward controls because they didn't support twin stick. And I know there's players who play the early Armored Core games exceptionally well with the clunky controls and everything. But for me personally, if I'm going to play a game like this, I want the controls to be smooth. I want the game to be hard because it's challenging, not because the controls are a pain in the butt to use. So my interest in the Armored Core series basically starts with when they started supporting twin stick controls. And certainly all the games on Xbox 360 do. Armored Core 4, 4 Answer, 5, and Verdict Day. And anyway, in preparation for Armored Core 6 coming out, because I love mech games, I just adore them. It's one of my favorites. The Mech Warrior series is one of my favorite series of all time. But I haven't played any mech games on my channel yet. And as I said, I've played very little Armored Core, but I want to start playing some Armored Core games in preparation for Armored Core 6 coming out in August so that I can do a playthrough of that when it's brand new and hopefully not be completely terrible at it, because I'll have some practice playing some other Armored Core games. So I went ahead and ordered Armored Core 4, 4 Answer, 5, and Verdict Day, all 4 of them. And I hope I love them because they were expensive. They're more expensive now than they were when they were new. I went ahead and just got all 4 of those games for my Xbox 360. Because it turns out my Xbox 360, it's been sitting on a shelf in my bedroom for 7 years unused. Haven't touched it in that time, but it still works. No reason it wouldn't, since it's just been sitting there. It is very loud, but I'm pretty sure it's always been very loud, so I don't think that's a new issue. So I'm pretty sure it's in perfect working order. Hopefully it's not going to break in the middle of this playthrough. And I think that my mic has pretty good noise cancellation, so I don't think that it's going to pick up very much of my Xbox 360 being very loud. I think it's mostly the fan, probably. But anyway, that's enough preamble. Let's go ahead and get started on Armored Core 5. Pretty badass looking mech game. I'm really looking forward to this. Let's get into it. So quite obviously, I'm playing this on real Xbox 360 hardware. I'm not emulating it or anything. So it's the full, authentic experience. Oh, it is not 2005 Xbox. It's not 714 either, but nice try. It's trying its best. Yeah, I'm sure not. That is a true statement. All right, set the player information.
Main system activating normal mode. Now checking pilot data.
Alright, so we get to pick an emblem. We can do kind of a dinosaur skull. Shark. In a variety of colors. Lock-on cursor. Some kind of direwolf or werewolf. Spirit Bomber. B2, I think that is. B2 Spirit Bomber. Unicorn. That's a nice and classy one. Tank. Old style tank. That's pretty cool. I mean, it looks like an M1A1 Abrams, so not old in the modern day, but, you know, old within the context of the Armored Core universe. Dog tag. Alright, looks like those are our options. I think I'm going to go with the classy unicorn. I think that's pretty cool. Let's go with blue. Alright, pilot name. Okay, I am Dr. J. And, okay, we can't set operation base, language, or play type. Those are not available options. Okay, I actually hate controller vibration. Maybe that makes me weird. Maybe most people love it. I don't. Find it pretty annoying when my controller is vibrating violently in my hand, so I'm turning that all the way off. Gonna leave all the rest of the volumes at default, because I did do just enough testing to get the audio working and hopefully at a reasonable level. That was quite a lot of work to get that set up correctly, incidentally. I'll just leave all this on because I don't really know what the gameplay implications are. Subtitles on sounds good just in case any of the voices are hard to understand. Next, select the CPU voice you want to use.
Main system, activating combat mode.
Alright, so we can go with a male voice.
Main system, activating combat mode.
An American accent female voice.
Main system, activating combat mode.
And what sounds like more of an English female CPU voice.
Main system, activating combat mode.
These are all pretty good.
Main system, activating combat mode.
But I think I'm going to go with the American accent female version. Anything we need to edit with the screen settings, it looks pretty good to me. Oh, we can change the coloration of our HUD apparently. I'm going to go with red, just because that feels kind of gloomy and edgy to me. And one of the things I like about mech games in general, including Armored Core, despite not having played much Armored Core, I know a fair bit about it, is that it has what I feel to be fairly cathartic, sort of post-apocalyptic, dark kind of feel to it. I don't always like that, but for some reason I think that goes great with mech games. Dark post-apocalyptic atmosphere and mech games are like chocolate and peanut butter. So yeah, I'll edit things to enhance that feeling.
Pilot data accepted. Now starting mission.
Oh, my cat has decided to join me, as she does so often on my playthroughs. Oh, we get a cutscene, so I'll shut up. Looks like they've deliberately got a grainy effect going on with the cutscene. And it's sort of desaturated. Well, that was badass. If that doesn't get you excited for some kick-ass mech action, I don't know what would. Oh, we actually see some humans. Not up close or anything, you can't see their faces, but one thing I know about Armored Core is you almost never see human beings ever. Okay, cutscene is not over. Oh, that was a railgun. Okay, maybe now the cutscene's over. Strangely paced cutscene, but very badass looking. And with the desaturated look and sort of the grainy effect, it kind of underscores how it's really going for that post-apocalyptic, war-torn, gloomy look. But yeah, that's one of the interesting things about the Armored Core series. I cannot think of a single instance in any Armored Core game where you ever see a human face. If that ever happens, I've not seen it, and I've watched playthroughs of most of the games, which is a subtle but effective way to really convey a sense of inhumanity. Okay, I thought maybe we'd go to a menu, but are we going straight into the action then?
Here's the route to the rendezvous point. Hurry.
Okay, straight into the action then. Okay, we get some in-game tutorials, thankfully. Oh, twin-stick controls, thank you. Yeah, I would not be able to play Armored Core before the support of twin-stick controls. I've just gotten too spoiled on them. So I think 1, 2, and the first 2 games in the 3 series are off-limits, because I don't think any of those supported twin-stick. Alright, head for the rendezvous point. Well, look how cool this is. So much post-apocalyptic, futuristic dreariness. Okay, activate boost with left bumper. Activate glide boost with by pushing down the left stick and jump with A. Okay, that's much faster. I appreciate that. Okay. Use right and left arm weapons with the triggers. Use shoulder weapons with the right bumper. Change weapons with Y and the left and right triggers. Okay. Oh, we've got enemies. Alright, so we've got not only twin stick controls, but auto lock on. By the way, if the audio volume balance is not great, if it's too loud or not loud enough, I'll adjust that for the next video, though I did spend some time trying to adjust it for this one. Okay, you can change mode by pressing the right stick down into scan mode.
System scan mode.
Oh, okay, enemies. I don't really have much of a strategy at the moment, except sidestep and fire my weapons a lot. That's about it.
System scan mode.
Oh, is that an active enemy? Sure is. I'm sure I will develop more strategies to use as we progress. Oh man, look at that fiery sky with the bleak city skyline. It looks so cool. I have no context for anything that's happening right now. I assume that the story is kind of going to get fleshed out
System scan mode.
as we play. Oh, okay, I thought maybe I was supposed to cross... Oh.
There's no point in staying back here. Let's go. I'll attach my chopper to the AC. You go on ahead.
Okay, I was indeed supposed to
I'm
cross the
coming with
bridge.
you. We're running out of time. Come on.
I'm actually already appreciating the subtitles Because Fran and Rosary here have such similar voices, I'd have trouble telling them apart. Since there's no faces or anything.
Rosary. We'll be leaving the residential sector soon. No problems yet.
They really have very similar
But it's only
voices.
gonna get harder from here on out. Life on the outside can be pretty brutal. But you're coming with us, right?
Not that I know who either of these people
The old
are.
me would have laughed at the idea, but I guess I've changed. Maybe money isn't everything. Besides, it'd be more fun to tag along with you guys. Oh well, I was ready for a change anyway.
You two still alive?
Why did you miss? I believe I ordered you to take out the AC.
They dodged. I guess Rosie still has a few tricks up her sleeve. But that won't save you in the end.
I see. Do as you please then. Just get that AC.
Don't you realize you can't run from me?
Alright, where you at, RD?
This time, you die.
That's not gonna happen. You will never defeat that AC. And you're the one that's gonna die.
Oh? Just try it then.
This guy seems pretty quick. Where'd he go? Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, okay. Did I just fail the tutorial mission?
Is something wrong?
Oh, okay, apparently not.
Can you hear that? Look over there.
I'm very confused.
They're back. Yes, it's been a long time. Let's get this fight started.
Okay. The presentation is very confusing so far. I don't know who anybody is. I don't know anything that's happening. I assume that that's going to get clarified as we play. Team name. Oh, I've got the perfect name for a team. Uh-oh, my cat is suddenly expressing interest in the TV screen. If you're new to the channel, my cat makes pretty frequent appearances. Well, I mean, you can't see her, but, quote-unquote appearances. Sometimes disruptive ones. It's an adventure. That's right, we are Collateral Damage. Okay, create new paint data, sure. This looks like the same set of choices as before. So let's just pick the same thing again.
Good morning. Main system. Checking pilot data.
Blows my mind that the Xbox 360 is that old. That the system thinks it's 2005. My goodness, time flies. I remember when this thing was new and amazing. Heck, I remember when, like, a Sega Genesis was new and amazing. That's how old I am. Okay. Depend on the turning performance of the legs and the total load of the AC. Total load is the weight of the entire AC minus the weight of the legs.
Main system. Normal mode activated. Now resuming mission. Welcome back.
I guess that was a forced story defeat then. Okay, we can view opening cinematics and credits. Conquest, I think, is like an online mode or something. So, we're under 20 minutes, so let's keep going a little longer for our introductory video here. Okay, so I remember reading because I looked at the manual. That's right, this game was made back when games actually came with manuals. By this point, they weren't nearly as cool as the manuals were in much earlier games, but they still existed, and I read it. And it said something about order missions are what you play to basically get money and stuff. And then the story missions are like the story. They're the missions that you play in order to progress through the actual game. And as I understand it, with difficult games like Armored Core, the Armored Core series, it's good to grind. So I think we're going to be doing order missions a lot. I don't know what this unlabeled one is. Oh, I think we can do the tutorial again. Well, there's no need for that, so let's do an order mission. Looks like there's only one available. Destroy all enemies within the territory. Our enemy is former city police. We'll be facing tanks and aerial units. And because this is a mech game, anything that's not a mech is inferior to mechs. Max sortie members is 2, but we are playing this single player, so... Attack the former city police station at the abandoned facility in the desert. The enemy force is small, eliminated quickly. So I guess they've turned to banditry or something. Okay, good to know my rifle is junk. Okay, everything that I have is junk apparently. Alright, well, I don't think that we can really customize our AC yet because we don't have any parts. I don't think so, anyway. Load AC data. We probably don't have any to load. Huh, what's all this? Pre-loaded things, maybe? I'm not sure. It obviously can't be stuff from the game, even though I bought it used, because the game comes on a disc that is not writable, so it can only be looking at my hard drive. Balanced medium bipedal. Sounds good. When you're a new player, I think balanced is probably good. Okay. Button guide. Alright, so there's no other buttons to press to bring up other information. Let's just start then. Tank legs enable faster than normal turning while stationed. Whoa, cat, no! No, no, no. Do not claw my TV screen.
Arriving at the target area momentarily.
Do not want you scratching my TV, girl.
Looks like they beat us here, just as I thought.
So who are Fran and Rosary?
Migrant stragglers. Shouldn't be much of a challenge.
No spoilers in the comments, by the way, please. When I ask things like who are Fran and Rosary, it's a rhetorical question.
Main system activating combat mode. Here's your route. There should be some enemies waiting for you up ahead. Hurry up and take care of them.
The game looks fantastic. Looking at the volume levels, it's looking like I might want to turn the game volume down a little for future videos. So if the game audio is a little too loud compared to my voice, I will take care of that in future videos. But yeah, the game still looks incredible. Honestly, the pace of improvements with graphics really slowed down after this generation. The rate of improvement over the last 15 years is just not anywhere near as fast as it was in the 15 years that came before.
Looks like you've got them all. Good job.
Well, that was easy.
Haven't lost your touch. That's a relief. You almost got me killed.
I did?
To make it up to me. Let's go down. We won't have to stay long. You never change, do you? Always so serious. Mission objective complete. System returning to normal mode.
Yeah, I love the bleak post-apocalyptic look in this game. It's fantastic. It just looks amazing. And the atmosphere and everything is top-notch. Hard to judge the gameplay so far because we're just doing tutorial stuff right now, basically, and incredibly easy opening missions. So, really too early to say. But it seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. If I have any early criticisms, it's that the story makes no sense whatsoever right now. But again, I assume that it's going to become clearer with time. Alright, well let's do one more order mission before we call it a video, shall we? Alright, might as well do them in order. So let's do order mission 2 next. More former city police, more tanks and aerial units. This time they're invading a mining facility. Their main force consists of tanks, aerial units, and other such units. Oh, this time they've also deployed defense ACs. Eliminate all enemy units. Let's do it. The more you use workshop sites on story missions, the more you must pay.
Activating combat mode. You'll be going up against some former city police. Follow this route to the coast. Destroy anything that moves.
Okay, follow the route to the coast, you say. I haven't tried switching weapons yet. I think they said it's Y in the trigger? Or was it X in the trigger? Okay, I don't think it's X. Plays pretty differently from MechWarrior. It's a lot more fast-paced. And because of the auto lock-on, aiming doesn't seem to be much of a factor. Whereas in MechWarrior games, aiming is like the most important skill to master. Seems less so here. Okay, something's shooting me. From where? There he is. Ironically, despite the fact that I named my team Collateral Damage, I'm actually going to try to not inflict too much collateral damage. Just as a role-playing thing. I'm pretty sure that we're a silent protagonist in all the Armored Core games, so you can kind of just...
Maybe that was a little too easy for you. In any case, good job.
You can kind of just project whatever sort of personality you want onto your character.
System returning to normal.
I'm kind of going to role-play my guy as... like somebody who's not an evil psychopath. So I'm actually going to try not to destroy too many things I don't have to. But I expect to accidentally destroy lots of things I don't have to, hence my name, Collateral Damage. Let's actually pay a little more attention to this screen this time. So we've got our total pay at the top. It's a unitless number, so I guess we don't know what the currency is in this bleak, blasted world. There was apparently a subquest, and it looks like we completed it. We got team points, there's a team level, we got personal pay. Minus expenses equals income. Why, yes, that is in fact how it works. Hey, we got an S rank. Look at us go. It seems to be presenting mostly the same information. Gives a little more detail about expenses, ammo, and repairs. Oh, I completed the mission within 1 minute 30 seconds. I guess that was a subquest, and we got a reward for that. I'm probably not going to worry about the subquests for the most part. If I accidentally complete them, then great. If not, I'm just going to try to complete all the missions. I'm not going to try to complete all the subquests. Okay, well, we are now at half an hour, so I think that's a good point to call it an episode. And, yeah, I'm quite enjoying this so far. At this point, you probably know whether this is going to be a series that you'll enjoy, so you'll know whether you want to watch more of me playing Armored Core 5. I think this is primarily going to be a weekend upload. So Saturdays and Sundays probably is when I'm going to be uploading episodes of this. Well, next up we will be going through, I think there's some more order missions to do before we do the next, or rather the first story mission. See you next time.